reporters joining us from the borders to tell us about the situation in this moment. First, we play out a few different reactions, then we'll connect with reporters.
यहाँ पर जो किसानों की तादाद है वहीं कहीं पर भी पैर रखने की जगह यहाँ पर मुझे दिखाई नहीं देती। बीते 9 दिन में सबसे ज्यादा भीड़ में आज यहाँ पर देख पा रहा हूँ और ये वो हिस्सा है जहाँ पर हरियाणा पंजाब की सीमाएं आपस में टकराती हैं। शंभू टोल प्लाजा जिसे कहते हैं, शंभू बॉर्डर जिसे कहते हैं, जहाँ से घग्गर नदी गुजरती है। सामने की तरफ आप देखेंगे तो कहीं दूर जाकर आपको हरियाणा पुलिस की एक झलक दिखाई देती है और हरियाणा पुलिस ने पूरे एक किले के तौर पर उस 2 पुल जो घग्गर नदी के ऊपर बने हुए हैं उसको किले के रूप में तब्दील कर दिया है। दूर दूर तक सिर्फ किसान ही किसान दिखाई दे रहे हैं। करीब 6 से 7 किलोमीटर लंबा ट्रैक्टर ट्रालियों का काफिला है और उस काफिले में जो ट्रॉलियां हैं वो यहाँ पर 7 दिन से यहाँ पर लगी हुई थी, लेकिन आज सुबह उनको संदेश दिया गया कि आप ट्रैक्टर ट्रॉलियों को पैक कर लीजिए क्योंकि अब दिल्ली कूच करने का समय आ गया है। हालांकि एक बड़ी बात यह भी है कि किसान नेता जब सुबह यहाँ पर युवाओं को खासतौर से संबोधित कर रहे थे तो उन्होंने कहा कि आप किसी भी प्रकार की हिंसा नहीं करेंगे। बाकायदा किसानों को यहाँ पर कसमें दिलवाई गई है, उन्हें शपथ दिलवाई गई है कि हम नहीं चाहते कि हम जब अपनी जिम्मेदारी पर आपको अपने घर से लेकर आए हैं तो किसी भी घर का कोई चिराग बुझे, ये शब्द का इस्तेमाल किया गया। ये भी कहा गया कि हम नहीं चाहते कि कोई हिंसा यहाँ पर हो। तो शपथ दिलाई गई, कसमें खिलाई गई, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी यहाँ पर किसानों ने जब आगे बढ़ने की कोशिश की तो उधर से रिटेलिएट किया हरियाणा पुलिस ने और उधर से हम आपको बता दें कि हरियाणा पुलिस ने कई किलोमीटर लंबा बैरिकेडिंग यहाँ पर की हुई है, लंबी बैरिकेडिंग की हुई है। बड़ी बड़ी एक तरीके से कीलें सड़क पर गाड़ी हुई हैं और बहुत मुश्किल है किसानों का यहाँ से आगे बढ़ पाना। तो ऐसे में संभवतः मुझे लगता है कि किसान भी बातचीत का रास्ता ही अपनाना चाहेंगे, वो बातचीत जो 5वें दौर की आज शाम को चंडीगढ़ में हो सकती है।
देखिए, जो भी विषय है उन सारे विषयों पर, चाहे वो MSP का हो, चाहे क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन का हो, चाहे पराली का हो, चाहे FIR का हो, ऐसे जितने भी विषय हैं सब पर हम चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार हैं।
कितना नीचे
सभी विषयों पर, सभी मुद्दे पर चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार हैं क्योंकि चर्चा के माध्यम से ही हम किसी समाधान तक पहुंच सकते हैं।
अभी हम लोगों ने फैसला किया है कोई युवा, कोई किसान मजदूर आगे नहीं जाएगा, लीडर बढ़े जाएंगे, आगे जाएंगे, पीसफुली सरकार प्रहार करेगी, खाली हाथों से जुड़ेंगे। सरकार हमारे ऊपर अटैक करने के लिए तैयार हो गई, BSF पंजाब में भी घुसाई गई। हम अपने जवानों के ऊपर अटैक नहीं करेंगे, वो हमारे हैं। हम सरकार से आज भी मांग करेंगे कि दिल्ली से बड़ा फैसला करें। आप कहें कि MSP का गारंटी कानून बनाएंगे, ये सारी स्थिति समाप्त हो सकती है।
Okay, my colleague Anshul joins us right now live from the Gazipur border. Anshul, we want to come to you with 2 questions. So we'll come to you first with question 1. Right now we're learning there is heavy congestion taking place at the Gazipur border. Accurate?
So yes, to give you an exact sense of what is happening at the Gazipur border, I'll speak to the joint CP of police out here of the Eastern Range, sir. What is the current situation? There was a slight delay in traffic this morning during the peak hours, but it seems like normal. What is the preparation that has been made by the police?
Exactly, Anshul. See, as regards to the Kisan rally call, we are in close coordination with our neighbouring districts of Western UP, that is Ghaziabad and Noida. So far there is no particular movement. So our main focus is to have the least inconvenience to the traffic mainly. We are in close coordination with the traffic wing of Delhi. Also, you can see the local police is also trying to move the traffic fast. We are at the National Expressway 3. This is NH9, and this is a peak time. So yes, there has been some slowdown of traffic, but it is moving. And now we are here, and we are trying to fasten it as much as possible.
So what are the arrangements that are being made to make sure that farmers do not enter the national capital? Because we saw what is happening at Singhu border, etc., where it has absolutely been fortified. But out here at Gazipur border, the traffic is still being allowed to use the main highways. So what is the future course of action, and any suggestion or any advice that you'll like to give to the commuters who are watching this?
See, as per the information, the necessary traffic diversions and the arrangements at the Singhu as well as at the Gazipur border, they will be made. So here we have installed one lane where we have put up all the necessary materials which will be required. So as and when any call will be placed, we will install the blockades. As regards to the traffic, yes, that is the topmost priority, and we will ensure that it remains smooth.
Sir, any inputs from the Uttar Pradesh side that if at all farmers are likely to reach over here any time today?
So far, it's peaceful.
So far, thank you so much, sir. So as you heard there, that the situation out here at Gazipur border is returning back to normal since we are over the peak hour traffic. But yes, if you speak that the impasse between the farmers and the central government does not seem to be ending right now, and that is the reason why the fifth round of meeting has now been called in that will take place in Chandigarh again. It remains to be seen if at all the farmers this time around will try to take a step forward and try to make sure that this impasse comes to an end, because the trouble that is happening to the common man, not only over here in the national capital but also at the Haryana-Punjab border as well. So yes, it remains to be seen how will things eventually turn out. But yes, at this point in time, it seems like that there is a quite calm before a likely storm that might come up.
If I could ask you about the Shambu border, which is where we've gotten the more dramatic stories from. We were telling our audiences tear gas was used earlier, and I believe we're also learning right now that the Patiala DIG is saying that Haryana cops use tear gas shells, quote unquote, without any provocation. What's happening on the ground on the Shambu border? Tell us.
So what I have been able to pick up from Shambu border at this point in time is that the crowds have gathered over there. More than 15,000 people at least are present, stationed at the Shambu border. Apart from that, more than 4,000 trolleys have already been parked over there, and also heavy machineries have also been brought in, because remember, there is concreting that has been done on that border as well, which means that normal tractors wouldn't be able to cross that, and hence heavy machineries like JCBs have been brought over there. They have been modified in such a manner that there would be zero to no effect of any sort of tear gas or rubber bullets that were fired by the police on the 13th of February might have an impact on those machines. And that is the reason why Haryana police initially had written to each and every person who were the owners of these heavy machineries that they should take back their machineries from their protesters, because this is going to create a this is in fact going to create a havoc, and this could actually bring danger to the life of police officials who are doing their duty at that very location. Post that, the farmers leaders also came out and made an appeal that the youth will not actually march ahead with them. It is only the farmer leaders who would try to go ahead and march towards the national capital. But since there was so much crowd, it was very difficult for the farmer leaders to also get in control of them. There are a few people who actually try to go ahead and try to march towards the barricade where the police is stationed, and that is the reason why tear gas shells are fired. It is not for the first time that such segregated rounds of tear shells are being fired without any quote-unquote provocation, because the only provocation is that there is an unmarked line at the Shambu border which is being seen as a buffer zone between the police and the protesters. And once the protesters try to cross and get anywhere close to the place where the police is stationed, they fire tear gas so that they go back. And these are the kind of orders that have been given to them. But these are individual shelling, probably one tear gas shell is fired or something like that, and hence it is not that big of a law and order issue. At this point in time, if we speak about the situation has calmed down by just a little bit at this point, because the farmer leaders have said that they have been invited for that meeting in Chandigarh today, and once that meeting happens, then they will have another round of meeting with the other farming unions, and post that a decision could be taken if at all they want to march towards the national capital, or how would they like to take this entire protest forward from here on.
Anshul, thank you for bringing us those details. Okay, Anshul is joining us, as you saw, from the Gazipur border. Anshul, thank you. We're going to move on now.